So what are you going to do when things don't go your way? Are you going to lash out? Are you going to react to it? Or are you going to be in control? Are you going to be at the cause and not at the effect of things that happen? It's all a test. And I know it's easier said than done. There is times where it is difficult. And emotions are very powerful. But the more power, the more you resist them, the more power you give to yourself, and the more reactive you are, the more power you give to the emotions. You got to be proactive. When things happen that are unexpected, that throw you off your game a little bit, catch yourself before you react to it, and then you'll make the problem much smaller than what it really is, and you make yourself much more powerful than what the problem is. You make yourself more powerful in the moment. It's a tough one, it's a hard one to do sometimes, but it's always so worth it to bite your tongue and not react in the moment, to catch yourself before you lash out, and just be in control of yourself and your emotions. Then when the moment passes, a couple seconds later, and you were able to take control of yourself, you'll get a satisfying feeling of calmness and confidence. Then you'll see the problem was never really as big as what you made it out to be, or what it felt like it was in the moment, what the emotion made you feel like it was in the moment. It's never that big. It's never that big of a deal. It's always as big as you make it out to be in your mind. And your mind is the tool that's got to always be in control. And you've got to use these little inconveniences as tests for you to practice and train this exact thing that I'm talking about. The patience muscle, the staying in control of yourself, being at the cause and not the effect. Don't react, don't lash out, stay calm, take a deep breath. It's not as bad as you think it is. Cause and effect. The less you react, the more power you're going to have, the more powerful you're going to feel, but more than feel, you're actually going to be. And each time that you practice, that you get that right, that you don't react, that you are at the cause and not at the effect, it makes you that little bit more powerful. And these little micro decisions stack up over time to the point that eventually, over long periods of time, your ability to deal with these types of situations becomes more proficient, and that stacks up over time to the point that when something big happens that a lot of people, most people, 99% of people would react negatively to or let it ruin their day, you're able to take control of yourself, not react in the moment, in the heat of the moment, take a step back and react calmly to the situation in an adequate fashion, not chaotically and inadequately and ridiculously, which is what a lot of people do. Cause and effect, that's what I'm talking about. Are you at the cause or are you the effect of your life? Everything, your whole life comes down to cause and effect. Everything that happens in the universe is down to cause and effect. There is no chance, there is no luck. It's all cause and effect. You can delude yourself and to believing that it's not the case, but it doesn't matter how tiny the effect is. Best believe there was a cause behind that effect. For example, a little piece of dust going in your eye, that piece of dust will have come from somewhere, and if you trace that piece of dust, it will have come from a star at some point. So it's been around for millennia, and it ended up in your eye, and eventually you'll brush it out of your eye and you'll flick it away, and it will carry on its path for millennia to come. And best believe there is a cause and an effect to that, which is outside of our own understanding. So if that piece of dust, that speck of dust that goes into your eye has to obey to the laws of cause and effect, what makes you think that your own life and decisions are not subject to that, to these laws? That's just ignorance. And that's you deciding to be ignorant. If you're listening to this and you're turning a blind eye to the fact that there is no such thing as chance, it's cause and effect. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. If you win the lottery, yeah, you can consider it to be lucky, but for you to have won the lottery, you would have had to have gone out and bought a lottery ticket, no? So there was a cause there. This is boiled down to every single aspect of your life. Are you at the cause of your happiness, or are you taking some form of external medication that's making you happy? And then you're at the effect of that medication. Yeah, you're at the cause because you're taking it, but the effect of the medicine, which the feeling that you getting is an effect from the medicine. It's not at the cause of your own auto-generation. You need to understand every single thing that's happened to you up to this point in your life is because of your own actions and the way that you've reacted to certain things in life, the decisions that you've made, the work that you've decided to put in or not put in. It's all your own responsibility. And even though it might be a hard pill to swallow, it's also liberating and extremely powerful. Once you embrace this reality, you understand that you are at the cause of everything that's within your power in your life, and you should start to take action on that principle, on the fact that you're at the cause and you're the one that's in charge. You and your thoughts, your mind and your actions. You shouldn't blame anyone on the outcomes of your own life. At the end of the day, it's your responsibility. You should be accountable for everything that's happened up till now. You should hold yourself accountable. You should keep holding yourself accountable. But a lot of people don't want to hear this truth because it's giving them too much responsibility, and people don't want responsibility. A lot of people don't want responsibility, but they want power. They don't understand that with great power comes great responsibility. And the fact is that you have the power, but you also have the responsibility. It's not in your hands whether you want it to be like that or not. That is how it is. You need to accept it. That's reality right there. That's a dose of reality right there. It's like, I see a lot of guys in relationships that are just not serving them. And it's not serving the girl either. And I always see this and I think, what a waste. What a waste of time for both of you. What a waste of life. Neither of you love each other really. Neither of you are truly happy together. You're just sticking together because I don't even know why. You're comfortable and you're scared of splitting up and then going through a little bit of uncomfortable emotion. It's just a little bit of emotion, but then getting your life on track. But that's it. People don't understand that it's within their power to make things happen for themselves. It's only going to be them anyway that's going to make it happen. It's down to you. Ask anyone that's achieved anything worthy of achieving in this life, and they're all going to tell you the same thing. They're all going to agree with what I'm saying now. The only people that are not agreeing with what I'm saying is the people that haven't achieved anything. If you think someone's cut from a different cloth or something like that, or you have to be special to achieve something, then you're completely mistaken. But don't worry, you're not cut from a different cloth, are you? So you're not special, so you don't have to put the effort in. Go and sit down on the couch and drink the shitty beer and medicate yourself with whatever you want to medicate yourself with, and take yourself out of the game. No worries. Chill out on the couch. Don't worry. Someone else will do the work. If this isn't resonating with you, just click away from the video. It's cool. Or leave a negative comment if you want. It's cool as well. Whatever. Vent. But the real ones, the wise ones, they're going to see this video. They're going to understand this information. And it's going to resonate with them. And it's not nothing new. This isn't new information. It's just real. It's truth. But it's nice to be reminded from time to time, isn't it? You get back what you put out. You want to put out good quality, hard work and good effort and positive vibes. That's the cause. And the effect will be whatever cause you put out. If you put out negativity and toxicity, you don't put a lot of effort in, you're jealous and try and bring people down, moody, don't expect then to have all the best things in life get given back to you. It just doesn't work like that, does it? The law of cause and effect. You're in charge. You and your mind. The mind is the most powerful tool that exists in the universe, as far as we know, or as far as I know. So put it to good work. You've been blessed with the strong, fully capable mind. If you're listening to this video, you're understanding all these concepts. You've been blessed with a fully capable mind, with its flaws and also with its gifts, with its aptitudes, specialized for certain different things that I might not be specialized for, or other people might not be specialized for. It's down to you. It's your responsibility to figure out exactly what are your aptitudes and what things you are specialized in, or what you can specialize in. And then when you figure that out, double down on it. Double down, triple down, 10x it, and always be grateful. Every day, practice gratitude. Every day, every time you remember to, practice it. It's never a wasted moment if it's a grateful moment. Take these jewels and ride with them. Take action with them. Carry them with you wherever you go. And you'll see the path will open up right in front of you as you take each step. But if you want good things, you got to put out good things. It's time to start understanding that you're at the cause and not the effect of life. Stop being a leaf in the wind, getting blown about by the whims of life. So take the steering wheel of your life and drive towards the goals that you want to achieve. Stop being weak and thinking that you're at the effect of everything, that everything's out of your control. That's not the case. It's not the case. You are in control. You and your mind. You can make things happen. You've just got to be consistent. You've got to put the work in. You've got to believe. You've got to believe in yourself. You can do it. So that's it, cause and effect. Who you are today is a result of all the decisions that you've made over your life and how you've reacted to the things that have happened to you, whether they were your fault or not. Because a lot of things are going to happen to you that are not your fault, but how you react to them things is your fault. And whether you were ignorant to the fact that it's your fault or not, you're not anymore, because you've just heard it from me. And it's undeniable. It's an undeniable truth. Whoever denies it is destined to be a victim for the rest of their life and not take accountability for the decisions that they've made. And that's just how it's going to be for them. And you're destined to suffer and be at the whims of what life has to throw at you. That's it. I see a lot of people that are in bad relationships and they're complaining that they're not where they're at because of their partner, you know, or that they can't hustle because they're distracted by their goal, whatever it is. They don't have the motivation to push themselves because of the girl that they're with, and that is a bitch mentality. Honestly, that is one of the biggest bitch mentalities that I've ever seen in my life. One, hustle when you're with the girl without the girl. And two, if you're in a relationship that's not working for you, you need to be out of that relationship ASAP. But don't be blaming the other person for your inability to overcome your procrastination and for being stagnated. It's your fault, not her fault. So if she's not helping you, she's holding you back, then you know what to do. And if she's not even getting in your way, because sometimes they don't stop you, it's just you being lazy and deciding to stay in bed because it's comfortable in the mornings, instead of getting up early and going and training or doing the work. Instead of doing the work, you're sitting down and watching the series with your girl. But that's not her fault. That's your fault. You need to stop blaming other people for your outcomes. The result is a exact reflection on the effort that has been put in, and that's it. And that goes for everything in your life. And sometimes, yeah, things happen that are outside of our control, but what is in our control is the way that we react to them things that happen to us, and whether we choose to make them turn us into a victim, or we choose to use it as another brick towards our castle, something that makes us stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's where the saying comes from. So that's it. If you want better results, you got to start taking better action. You've got to start implementing better information, absorbing better information, applying better concepts, using different mindsets. You can't expect different results doing the same thing. And it all comes down to your mindset, your mind, the information that you let settle in your mind. You need to have the highest quality information to then work at the highest level. And it all compounds over time. You end up having the exponential evolutionary growth that is inevitable when you do the right things, when you take action on the right things, implement the correct information, you filter in the right information and filter out all the other bullshit. It's inevitable that you end up succeeding. So yeah, given that, with this information, I'm going to end the video here. Whoever got to the end of the video, I want to thank you very much. I'm going to wish you the best of luck on your journey. If you haven't heard of this concept, at least not from this angle before, then I hope you start implementing the accountability and the knowledge that you are now responsible from now on for the outcomes in your life. I believe that you can make it. You should believe in it yourself as well. Keep working hard, striving towards the highest possible good. Do your best. You've got one life. Make the most of it. All the best. Until the next video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and follow on TikTok and on Instagram. If you want to be up to date with all the videos and information that I put out. Alright? Thanks a lot, guys.